Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with moi, Kes. Now, you must be wondering, is a carer's job all about giving personal care? And by personal care, I mean cleaning bums, giving a wash, giving a bath, or a strip wash, feeding. Is that all we do? My name is Kesiena Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. To all you old and new returning subscribers who keep coming back to watch, like my videos, and leave your awesome comment. Yeah. You rock, you rock, you rock, you rock, you rock, you rock, you rock. And hey, if you're just tumbling on this channel per chance and watching it for the first time, come on, people. What are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, yeah? And of course, the like button and notification bell as well. So whenever I upload a new video, you will be among the first to know. Also, follow me on Instagram, Care by Kes, TikTok, Care by Kes, and Twitter, Care by Kes as well. And I'm sure those of you on Instagram in particular, we are having a nice time, aren't we? Yeah. All right, so let's dive into what we will be talking about today, which is being a carer all about giving personal care, cleaning bums, giving a wash, feeding, and all of that? Easy. Now, I'm making this video because this is something that I've always discussed with my colleagues who come to my training room for refresher courses or manual handling courses. We always talk about this. And I have come to the conclusion, and not just me, but we all have, that our job is so much more than just cleaning bums, giving personal care, a strip wash, a full body, a full bath, or whatever. It's way much. It is way much more than that. Of course, with utmost respect and regard for our senior colleagues, the doctors and the nurses. But the truth is, a healthcare assistant, a senior carer, or a support worker, our job is that we are the glue that holds it all together. You want to know why? I'm happy to explain. Now, I said that we are the glue that holds it together because what we do is way much more than just giving them a wash, checking their blood pressure, and all of that. It is way much more than that. We are their companions. We are the ones that they talk to. When doctors have done their thing, nurses have done their thing, and in some cases, nurses send us to go do things. Who is there with them when they need us the most? Or when they need someone to talk to? We are. Who is there that picks them up from wherever they have been left at and gradually will nurture them back to life? We do. Who are the ones that they see on a daily basis, that they confide in? Well, not necessarily confide, because that is public interest, disclosure. We're not supposed to have them confide us per se like that. But we are the ones that they talk to about their lives. For those who still have capacity, who may not have dementia but have cancer or something else, we are the ones they talk to. We are the ones that they tell, how their lives were like. We are the ones that when they are down, we pick them up. Picking them up in the sense that we ask them, because as a good carer, you must have watched the videos on what's a good carer. You are very observant. We are the ones that know that, Jane is acting off today. What could be the matter? We are the ones that go to Jane. Hello, Jane. We are the ones that dance and play like fools because our job as well makes us to be humorous, makes us to be jesters, to be clowns. Because our duty is to get them out of that zone they are in that is not helping them at all and get them to that happy place. We are the ones in most cases when they are about leaving planet Earth, they sit down with and they chat with. We are the ones that give them a new zeal for life. I could go on and on and on and on. Let me share an example with you. There's this particular support worker, or just say he does care, he does support work, both of them. He came in my training sessions, we were talking, and I touched on this topic. And it was like, you are so correct. So he gave an example that happened to him while he was, a living carer. Now, this particular man that he was looking after, and he was with him for about a year, 2 years, every day doing 12-hour shifts with him, And it got to a point, this man's dementia really progressed really fast, and he had to take it to hospital. I think he had a fall, had an infection. And then he got to the hospital. He was so uneasy. He was so agitated. He wanted to go home. He kept calling his name. Let's say his name was James. He kept saying he wanted to see James. Oh, I want to see James. I want to see James. It got so bad that the hospital staff had to call the wife to say, oh, he wants to see James. He wants to see James. He's okay now. Can we bring him home and all of that? They said, yes, please bring him home. They brought him home. As he got into the house, he asked, can I see James? I want to see James. And so the next day, James came in because he was not back in from hospital. So James had to resume his shift. James came in. And he saw James, they talked and all of that. He thanked him for looking after him and all of that. James left. But the next day, he died. So what does that tell us? He wanted to see James. He so longed to see James. Why? Because James was good to him. So that fact or that desire to see James, even if for one more time, was what kept him to live for that length of time until he saw James. And when he saw James, he felt, yes, his time was done. I'll give another one that happened. Another lady came into my training session, another colleague of mine, and we got talking. And then I talked about this again because I always say it, to get so I can get, that feedback. And she said to me, oh, once upon a time she was in a home looking after this man, and this particular gentleman, nobody could care for him because he was just, they all like that. So, but it's not, like I say, it's not personal. But she, because of the kind of nurturing personality she has, she took her time to understand him, get to know him better, do whatever he wanted, and made him realize that she was there to look after him and ensure that he was okay. And she was there all about, and for her, it was all about what was in his best interests. So somehow he got the message. Now, this particular time, daughters came to visit him and they said, oh, his time is running out. They should please call his daughters to come spend time with him and all of that. So the daughters came in, they were talking, they were around him, they were chatting, everything. And then he said to the daughters, can they go get coffee for him and come back? So she, being the, the carer, she wanted to leave him as well, think he wanted to be alone. He wanted to die alone. And the man, as he was leaving, the man said, no, come back, Jane. And she came back. And then the man asked that they should hold hands. They held hands. And it's like during the time she was looking after him, they were always singing hymns together, singing gospel music together. And he said to her, can we pray and sing together? And then she was singing with him, they were praying together. And then all of a sudden she realized that his hands went limp. And then she was like, oh my gosh. And then as she turned to, go call the daughter, she discovered that they were standing by the door all this while. And then she was like, oh, I am so sorry. I didn't know. Oh, try to give excuses because she was really, really sorry. She was pained because she had been with him for a few years. And they said to her, no. Don't apologize. It was clear that our dad had an attachment with you. Our dad loved you. So he asked us to leave the room so he could have one more time with you. And they said to her, we presume when you're with him, you always sing and pray with him. She said, yes, I'm sorry. She said, no, don't be sorry. At least he died in a nice way. At least he died happy, doing what he loved to do. And they were so grateful. She thought she was in trouble, actually. They were so grateful. And they were like, he asked us to give you something. And she was like, oh, please, I cannot take anything. Because I said before, taking stuff or gifts, monetary or whatever from clients or service users is wrong. You have to let the company do that on your behalf. And she said to them, I'm sorry, I can't take any gift from. They said, no, it's okay. We know we have to tell the management first. So we will do just that. I said, fine. So what does that tell us? That as healthcare assistants, senior carers, support workers, you are the one that holds them. You're the one that holds the pieces together. You're the one that gives their life more meaning. Even as a support worker, what is your duty? Your duty to take them and make them feel like they matter, like the clients are looking after, they matter, they are valued, they are needed. You're the one that makes them, that helps them live their life to the fullest. Yes, you do the hard work, you plan, you do the driving, but yes, you make them feel like they belong. You help them sustain their inner circle of friends and family. That's the job we do. So never ever see yourself, oh, I'm just a support worker, oh, I'm just a carer. No, do not shortchange yourself. What did I say? Do not do not shortchange yourself. You matter. You mean a lot. You are the sustainer of life, the keeper of dreams. Hold that thought right there, because you matter. I remember saying one of my posts on you that I'm trying to write a poem for carers. I'm trying to get to a series, which I'll let you know eventually. So I need words. So if you are watching this video and you say, oh, I've got a word that describes a carer, embodies a carer, please put it in the comment section so I can add it to that lovely customized poem I am writing for all healthcare assistants, senior carers, domiciliary workers, support workers. I need your contribution, all right? So until I see you in my next video, never you forget this. Always remember that no matter what the matter is, you matter so much more.